What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Creating Daily. If you've been here before, if not, welcome for your first time. Thanks for joining me. My name is Billy Thorpe, and this is the show that we do a couple times a week to help you as a content creator, to inspire you, encourage you in your journey. If that's how to get started, what kind of lights, cameras, or how to make some money, that is what we're doing. And so today is going to be a very special show because we get a new sponsorship relationship with Ritual Motion, as you can see right here. And I got Melanie Risley on the show. I think I butchered her last name just now. We're going to find out in just a second. And so we've become collaborators in this virtual world that we're living in, and she is the person with the plan over at Ritual Motion. She is the VP of strategy and operations, and she's the go-to person. So if you want to be a part of the Ritual Motion community, you want to be a part of this intersection of Web3 and community and cryptocurrency and all the fun things that she's going to share with us in just a few minutes, then you're going to want to get on board with it. You're going to get on board. What's up, Gabe? I see you up here. What's up, folks? How's everybody doing? We're doing good, man. Gabe is going to be a person who needs to get on Ritual Motion. I can already tell. Tuning in from the land of LinkedIn. Get off of LinkedIn, bro. Come on. They don't like you. They don't like us as creators over there. They don't give us access to nothing. Anyway, I'm going to stop ranting. I don't have any other segments. I would just talk about Ritual Motion some more, but we're going to talk about them the whole entire show. So I'm really excited about that. And mark your calendar for next Tuesday. I know I've been gone, and now I'm making an excuse, but I got invited on a mahi fishing trip on Thursday, and I'm just going. All right, I just got to go. Haven't been offshore fishing in like forever, so we're doing it. So I won't be here on Thursday, but I'll be back next Tuesday. If you want to be a guest on the show, go to creatingdaily.live/guest. I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm just gonna go right now. I think that's it. And you can fill out just a ton of paperwork. You fill out more paperwork to be on my show than you do to get your driver's license or buy a house. And you can do that, and then I'll see if I want you to be on the show. But I am looking for guests, so go over there and check it out. Anyway, I'm going to start rambling on, and I'm going to bring on my guest, Melanie from Ritual Motion. Melanie, what is going on? How are you?
I'm fabulous. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming. I know I kind of caught you off guard like last minute. I'm like, hey, Melanie, you going to come on the show or what? Here's the invite link. And you're like, okay.
Yeah. I will say LinkedIn is doing better with the creators. They are like opening it up, by the way.
Are they?
To push LinkedIn, but to defend your viewers.
I just know that I was trying to go on LinkedIn Live, I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years ago, and it was like, no. And then all of a sudden it was like, yes. And I'm like, no, I'm already over you guys. And I think that's what they're doing with their LinkedIn audio as well. It's one of those sad things where it's like, you want people to do it, but you give 400 people access or something out of billions of people or whatever. Anyway, enough about LinkedIn. We came here to talk about Ritual Motion. But before we jump into it, I know that you are a creator, you are a gamer, which is probably more what Ritual Motion is known for. But give us a little bit of backstory about Melanie and how you got into this whole video live streaming, helping content creators.
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy story. So I started as an elementary teacher. and had a chance to switch to a gaming startup. And in that, I really fell in love with building community and making content alongside the coaches. And then I used Virtual Motion and I was like, oh my gosh, I love this platform. I love what they're doing for gamers and for companies and podcasters, and streamers in general. And so I hopped on and kind of steered us to getting, more content creators and lowering the bar for people to really get on and start streaming on their own.
Yeah, I love that because I think in what I do and helping people in their content creation journey or part of what I do, it is a lot like, like I can go, yeah, download Ecamm and let me walk you through it for 4 days of how to do all this stuff. But what I love
Yeah.
about Ritual Motion and what I've seen is it is like, hey, create this session, create this, almost like a clubhouse, like create this room,
Yeah.
create this, event, and then jump in there. Anyway, we can get into all the interactive tools, but I love it that you went from like, I'm an elementary school teacher to now I'm in the gaming industry. And now I'm like helping run this company that's helping all these creators. So you guys are mostly known for gaming, I guess, up to this point. And now I know when we met you, you're like, hey, we're looking for more, similar people to what you do. So tell me a little bit about that transition.
Yeah, so we went from really focusing on what we were calling Guild, Gamers United in Live Discussion, and found that it was more podcasters and companies that wanted to work on our platform rather than gamers, because they would always want like this gameplay component, and we just hadn't had that built out yet. So we were finding that more people wanted to do that. And so we still invite gamers to talk about what they love and the parts of gaming and the passions that they have for it on Ritual Motion, but more in a broader sense. And so definitely looking for people who are interested to talk about all things.
Yeah, and you kind of, I think when I came on Ritual Motion, I don't know, 3 4 months ago, you were actually out. You had broken your arm or something, I think. So
Yeah.
you were under the weather. And when I came on, what I really thought was super cool about it, it was, and I think maybe you said like it's like Twitch and Clubhouse and Zoom had a kid or something. Or what? Tell me, how
It
did you say
usually
that again?
doesn't take three, but yeah,
It's
just
2022. Anything can happen.
anything can happen. That's why I said usually. Yeah, so I typically coin it as if Twitch and Zoom had a baby. We tried to take what we liked about both of those and make it into one. So you've got um, the ease of Zoom, and like the networking, but you still have the fun of Twitch. You have that live stream. You do have to schedule it out. That tends, and we can kind of look at that, but that tends to kind of stop some people because it's not go live now. But
Mm.
there's like loopholes on how you can get to that. And definitely with the gaming flair of just, you can talk about it and work on it with that. But we're also delving more into like the Web3 space and talking about like how to build crypto and understanding NFTs and all of those things. So, and please don't ask me any specific questions because that is not my expertise. I am learning on the job with it. I can talk a little bit about our projects. We have some links if people want to join and learn about it, but I tend to lean more on the creator economy marketing side of things. Um, that just seems to be where I like to work. And um, I lost my train of thought. I'm a rambler, so
No,
I will
you're
ramble
good.
on about things. So, anyways, looking into just building the breakout room side of things as well and making it a little bit easier. So I've seen people try to use like Zoom meetings and as like this type of presenting and ask everybody to turn their cameras off awkwardly and then switch to like breakout rooms.
Yeah.
Whereas on Ritual Motion, we can have this virtual stage. And if you choose as the host to have networking afterwards, It's really easy just to push everybody that's on stage. They can choose if they want to, but you know, get a notification if you want to join the networking, and then they can hop in and ask questions. They can have their camera and their video on. And we've done even bigger conferences where we've gone back and forth. So you can be on stage presenting, then you can have networking, and then you push everybody back on stage and then have more panels and
Oh,
chatting.
wow.
And it went back and forth. We've got some great examples if people are interested in like the virtual conference idea as well. And you know, there's ways to like lock it down if you're trying to get it to be more for your paid people, like if you're using Patreon or things like that. The other part is, which is what makes this way better than Twitch, is our creators get full tips and subs. Like there's only like a tiny amount taken out to like pay for like the service fee, which is required for like PayPal or whoever is
Hmm.
processed on that side. But if anybody tips or subs to you, we don't take any of it at this point.
I don't even know if I have that setting turned on. Where am I at? What am I doing? I need to figure this out, Melanie. Because
Um,
I've been using this all wrong. I mean, and that's why I wanted you to come on, because I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go and talk about ritual motion, and I'm like, man, I use this
yeah.
platform all wrong. But I love the pre-networking. So you have pre-networking and
Hmm.
post-networking, and
Yeah.
I think for a lot of creators, especially podcasters, so podcasters who are maybe live streaming and repurposing the content or whatever, or just podcasting in general, it's always like, how do I connect with my audience? And that's what
Yeah.
really attracted me to this platform, because I was like, oh, wait, I can sit on, pre-networking or post-networking and do a before or after show or Q&A or whatnot. And it's unlike Zoom, that feature's free over here at Ritual Motion, which I was just blows my
Everything's
mind.
free here.
Everything is
Yeah.
free, which I'm like, how are you guys doing? Anyway, I won't ask too many questions about that, but I was pretty impressed with the post networking, like, and it's similar to this. So Gabe says I definitely need to hop on and find out what this is all about. And I think that we've done this on Clubhouse, and we've done this, or like we've done a live show, and I know some people in the live stream community will go, okay, I'm gonna go live, and then like, oh, by the way, guys, after this, go to Clubhouse, and we'll have like an after party call or whatever. And it's just like, it's too inconvenient. Now I got to stop this on my computer, and I got to go over here and do all the stuff. And with Ritual Motion, I think that's one of the, and there's a lot of stuff we can look at here. And maybe what we do is share your screen and maybe walk us through some of it if you want to.
Yeah.
Is that cool?
I do want to answer the question about like widgets. So we don't have widgets. We're not as detailed as Twitch on that one with like tip jars and things like that. But I can,
Gotcha.
um, let me share my screen. I'll go in as a creator.
Yeah, and I will tell Gabe, because I know Gabe, and I don't know, I can't remember what software he uses, but I use Ecamm Live, and so I'm able to still use all the tools within Ritual Motion, but push a feed to it,
Yeah.
using virtual cameras and virtual microphones. So yeah, that might solve, but I don't think the widget thing would activate. But anyway, you can still do like all the custom stuff. If
Yeah.
for people who are like, hey, I need a little bit more, you can bring your own tools. You bring your own
That's what I
tools.
was gonna say. It's great for both, right? So you're an advanced streamer and like podcaster. So
Say that
you
again,
have
Melanie. Tell all my
you're
friends.
advanced. Yes, clip it. Um, but you have the ability, you have Ecamm, you have all these different scenes that you use. Now you have a green screen. Now you have, different cameras that you can use. Um, so you can stream. We have the RTMP feed. We have like those options. You use it via Ecamm, and I don't know even understand how you use it. We've tried to figure it out, and I think it goes over my head every time. But if you're also a beginner and you're just trying to figure it out, or if you're just like, I'm not vibing with the like extra work today, you can just hop on, create a session, and go live, all from your Chrome browser. I'm going to recommend Chrome. Some of the browsers don't work as well, so we highly recommend if you're going to do it, use Chrome. And yeah, you can just kind of hop on, create it, move on, and have a fun experience. And it's very little effort.
All right, awesome. Well, if you're ready, I will share your screen, and
I
and
think
you
I
can
shared it.
kind of walk us
I'm
through
good
it.
at
There we
Ecamm.
go. There you go.
All right. Yeah. And somebody's asking, sorry, I can't help but answer questions because this is what I did previously was like live stream with people and answer their questions the whole time. But you can use OBS, and there is a way to do that.
Yeah,
I'm not sure I could do this on screen, like live, remember how to do all the steps for that piece. But you can totally reach out to me, Melanie at ritualmotion.com, and we will set you up. Um, okay. Sorry, I
oh
couldn't
no,
help
no
it.
worries at all. Thanks for answering that.
Yeah, I think it's the teacher in me. Okay, so for right now, I'm on the watch screen. So this is where you can kind of point people to find content. You can also have your own channel. I will say you have to apply. So this is like part of the problem where it's like Billy's like, giving LinkedIn a hard time. We do this too for now, but you can create directly from your account. So if you want a channel, you do have to reach out to me. If you just want to create from your like name and your account, that's possible too.
Just
So
give
either
Melanie
way.
like 16 email addresses like I did. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it's great. It's fun. And the reason we do that is because you'll see when I create a session, I'm going to make a quick test session for us, is you can collaborate on multiple channels. So, and that's the goal is so someone like me who doesn't really create their own, but tends to either help set up sessions and events. So I'm an event planner, or I work with the creator to help do things, or I actually just create it for them. Which is not a service we provide, so don't get that idea. I just am really
I was gonna
nice and
say
help people out.
I don't know how much you should be sharing. Like I create for you. Oh, you do. I'll be right
No,
over.
no, 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 no. But I will help you at least with the first one or two so that you understand it. And I'll show here.
All
But,
right.
anyways, uh, we do require that. So, there's a way. So, anyways, I'm going to just create one. So, you hit create. You do have to have an account and you log in. I'm too lazy to show you how to log in. You just literally use your Gmail. You pick a date, time, and time zone. I, again, am usually lazy and I just pick whatever pops up. I don't know if, oh, it does work. That's cool. And the time doesn't matter. So this is also a cool piece is if you pick a time and you change your mind and you want to go live now, you can go live at any point. I'm Pacific, and then test session. You can tell I do lots of test sessions with people. So networking hub, that's the part that we talked about where it's like Zoom breakouts, but better. And then I'm going to make this a private session because I don't need everyone to hop in and see. And you only get that if you're a channel partner. So if you want your own channel, you get this. But the average person,
It,
average account does not get that
and what
at
is
this
there
point.
special requirements for them to qualify for channel, or is it
They just have to ask me.
perfect? All right, and I
Yeah.
definitely recommend a channel because that's way cooler to have a channel than not. So
Yeah. And it becomes important in this next part, right? So I'm going to like click set select a channel. Oh, you don't see it. It throws me off every time. But I have like 7 different channels that I am part of. And so when I select it, you can see it. So I help with Cope. I help with Fit Gamer, right? I've helped with the daily download. That's mine that I do every day, or Ritual Motion. So we have that option. So like if we need like Billy to start making content for us, then he can hop on the Ritual Motion channel so it's not on Creating Daily and it doesn't mess up his Creating Daily brand. So you can kind of work with like, what is your brand voice? What do you want? I'm studying this right now and I find it very fascinating. It's like, you don't want to make content that doesn't make sense with your brand. So maybe you have multiple brands. Maybe you just have a chill channel and maybe you have your channel about how to be better at fishing, right? So you have multiple.
I like it. I like
Um,
where we're going here.
so again, we started as gaming, so a lot of our content is very gaming based, but we're slowly starting to kind of roll it out. So like general, I'll pick general, and then you have like life skills, parenting, podcasting, coaching. We'll do podcasting, and then we have some images you can pick from for your thumbnail. If you have your own branding and thumbnail, anything that works for YouTube thumbnails really works for us. Or if you're lazy, you can pick one of these. I'm going to be lazy and pick this really cool looking one. And then I'm going to put creating daily
And I love that
live,
feature, by the way, because I've been in a hurry and I'm like, I just don't want to
right?
go into Canva and create something, so I'll just select something from there and move on.
Yeah, yeah, it's super helpful. Also, we've added based off of what our channel partners requested. So if you have like a something that you're wanting to do. I think one time we had a Creating Daily guest that requested, like, if he made a channel, he's about cars. Like, okay, well, we can make one
Oh,
image about a car.
oh,
Sure.
okay. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a really good
So we're
idea.
slowly phasing out some of the gaming based ones because there's so many of them. And like one of our creators is like health and wellness. And so we added some health and wellness
Oh,
options as
very
well.
cool.
So, Billy, if you have any suggestions. All
Can I
right. So
make
I
my
create the
own and
session.
submit them, and you guys store them? No, I'm just kidding.
If you want everyone to use them, yes.
Little thumbnail competition going down at Ritual Motion. Let's go.
Yes. Who makes the best one? Okay. So I've created my session. You can see it here. And here we go. Test session. Whatever I named it is the URL. So what I tend to tell people is if you like really long names, I recommend the first time you create it, make a smaller one, and then come back and edit it. So you can hit it here. I have extra like stuff here because I am logged in into my like admin account. I forgot to log out of that side of things. There's a countdown. You have different options. You can edit the placeholder. You can enter the green room and do lots of things from there.
And is the
Um,
placeholder what's behind that? Is it that
the
picture behind?
placeholder is this right here. The
Oh, oh,
This
okay,
is
I
the
see.
exact same image of your thumbnail. So
Oh, okay.
whatever is shared, because you can share session, whatever thumbnail you use, that's the share. And then if you hit the watch button, whatever this thumbnail is, it's the same. So it's whatever that one. I will say we tend to cut off the corners, and I haven't figured out why, and I keep complaining about it, and we haven't fixed it yet. But it does change. And then as you can see here, we cut out the middle. So just know, like in my mind, when I create an image for this, I think of more of my sharing on social media and what people see and that watch or my personal channel over like what's seen here because you'll have the countdown. But yeah, you can edit the
Gotcha.
place. You can add a custom text. You can show if you had like on demand already um, or show the countdown. I just like the show countdown because I think it's fun. But to start it, you enter your green room. And here I am again. It's going to get confused on audio, but as you can see, it's still pulling from my camera. Oh, you can't see double, but like Billy can see me both on Ecamm and this.
Yeah.
And so it's somehow able to pull from both. You may have to allow it on your browser. A lot of people have those issues. And then you can like edit your microphone and your video. And I think there's a question about bringing in from OBS. And I think that's where, yeah, you can see I have different sources. And I know one of our other creators uses OBS Studio. So if you have specific questions, I think OBS has Studio built in it. Whoops. I don't remember. Anyways, you can ask and we'll try to figure it out. Also, Billy was supposed to download it and figure it out for me the other day too.
Yeah, I've not done that yet. I've downloaded it. I just don't know how to use OBS. I need a tutorial.
um, but you have same basic. So it's not super sophisticated on like if you are really big into like streaming a very fancy stream. This is more of like the Google Drive of going live stream. So, that's how I think about like Google
Mhm.
Sheets doesn't have all the bells and whistles of Microsoft Excel, right? But for the most part, people can use it and it works. And I can still make color coded, beautiful sheets. Um, you can add some media. So if you have links, you can do one at a time. So if you had like an intro video, um, and then you can also do overlays. So if you have a sponsor that you want to have, or if you want like a title or things like that. I used it for a joke. I put somebody like in front of me one day,
That's
pretending to
funny.
be that person. Um, I know. I was so clever, so clever. Some other important pieces are there's different chats. So on stage chat, events chat, and private chat. You can also, so let's say if Billy hopped in to my chat. I see him over here. He's not going to be in here. I only see me. I can invite people on stage, which I think is pretty cool. So
Yeah, that's
let's say
true.
you're talking about a topic. I'm like, I'm talking about Fortnite or I'm talking about League of Legends. Um, and I see somebody who's actually an expert, I can invite them on stage, bring them, they'll go into the backstage, they can prep themselves, and then I have a chance to bring them on stage. It's all free, by the way.
Yeah,
All free.
Gabe, I was gonna say, man. Gabe says, so is there a free package to use Ritual Motion? It's all free. I know,
It's
it
all
blows
free.
my mind. I can't believe it, but I'm happy it
Um,
is.
Yeah, eventually we'll have like ads and things like that. And a long-term goal too is to have part of it on the blockchain where people can create to earn, view to earn, so they're earning tokens and things. Again, please don't ask me details because that goes over my head. I'm more on the like, let's make it work and chat with Billy on his podcast. So if you have
Yeah,
specific questions about that, I can connect you to the right people. But that is not
I kind of like this. I kind of like this screen share here
me.
that we're
Oops.
doing, where you're still on screen. Like I'm like, this is cool because there for a minute I'm like, I should have added her onto the screen with this, but you did it right here, so this is awesome.
Yeah, and something that I forget to mention a lot of times. So you mentioned the activate pre-networking. So you could before you go live, click that. Once you're live, you can go back and forth. I recommend having some type of video telling and like showing if somebody doesn't want to join, like, hey, we're networking right now. Um, and the cool thing about going live, there's a 5-second countdown. And if you mess up, which I notoriously mess up when I'm live streaming, you can stop it and start again and choose which replay you want everyone to watch.
Oh,
So yeah.
so
Um,
so does it? If I'm like live right now and I end my session, I can fire it back up. Does it fire back up on the same session?
mhm.
What? How did I not know about
Yeah.
this? Anyway, because I don't. Yeah,
I just said I forget to tell people this one.
this
So
is
you
my
can do that.
tutorial. This is my tutorial. I never got the Melanie walkthrough, so I'm happy this is
I
happening.
know this is the problem. Dang broken arm. Um, I think I'd much rather walk you through a tutorial than break my arm and get my elbow
Yeah, hundred
replaced.
percent. Yeah.
So you can go live. So if I go live now, and if you're like, I don't want to schedule a call with you, Melanie, I just want to do this. I do have some videos, but we're constantly updating these, so it's possible to change. So my session is live right now. So technically, I'm live twice. I can see what the audience view is. I can check my audio. I always close this because I find it very distracting. Um,
And I will mention that if you're bringing in second, like a third source or second source or whatever, like I'm bringing in Ecamm, it looks flipped, but it's not. Like it just for whatever reason
that is weird.
it
Thank you for
mirrors the
mentioning
image,
that.
but it's not mirrored because I was like panicking one day. I'm like, why is this wrong? But it wasn't. It was
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, and that audience view will show you. OBS does that as well. Our OBS streamers also mentioned that, and I was like, no, it looks normal. I don't know what you're talking about. So let's say I'm like, oh shoot, this happened to me on our daily download the other day. I got started, didn't realize we were supposed to have a guest, and then actually thought his audio was broken. I have a bad habit of muting my tabs, and it was that I've done this to Billy too. I'm like, your audio's not working, Billy, and it was me muted. But if I messed up and I want to start over, I just hit end session. I can, because I have the networking option, I can end it and go to networking. I can just hit go live again. And then whatever was your
That's cool.
latest VOD is what automatically gets selected. And all of our sessions automatically have the VOD. One thing I wish we had that we don't is the ability to edit it on the platform. We don't have that yet. I did request it. Kind of like Loom, how you can kind of cut off
Mm-hmm.
the sad like intro beginnings. I don't have a cool intro like Billy's. So yeah, and so whatever you're done, you can end session again. You can pick which recording you want. And if you ever have issues, you just reach out to me and I fix it for you in the back end the best that I can.
I
So
love
yeah.
that. Yeah, and so the video on demand, is it available for download so people can repurpose it elsewhere now, or is that still like reach out to Melanie and she does it?
That's still a reach out to me someday. If we
What?
get too many people, see, the problem is I don't have
Yeah,
enough people requesting it. I have enough people I can manage and give it to you. Once I'm
gotcha.
like, oh, I'm overwhelmed.
And the
Please.
networking session doesn't record. Is that correct?
It does not.
Does not record.
Nope. So
Okay, good.
networking is not recorded. That was to give more of the feel and freedom of it is great customer service, but it's a little exhausting sometimes. So
I
if I don't
never asked
respond,
for
I
it.
try to say, give me 48 hours at this point. Because I used to say 24, and now I'm like, give me 48 hours.
Give me
But I try
four
to give
weeks.
you, like, on Mondays and Tuesdays, depending if there's a holiday, I try to spend that day getting people their replays and things. And we do have the option, you can have an MP3 or an MP4. I request that you request an MP4 because that's easier for me, but if you need an MP3. And then I also
If
give,
you're a podcaster, you need an MP3. Sorry, sorry, Melanie. It's just what everybody. It's just what all these
I
podcast
know,
platforms love.
I know, which is why I mentioned it, but it's extra steps for me for downloading. Um,
Of
I
course,
was gonna say something else.
they could always convert it, I guess. So not a huge deal breaker.
I mean, I can do it. Yeah, and then the other thing I like to mention, because I forget to mention it, is if you're having issues, well, we do have polls. So this is where it's, Gabe, this might be helpful for you to understand, like with Twitch. So there's a poll, so you can ask questions and you can plan them out. The other thing, you can change your profile here. You can enter like a company name, but most importantly, you can run this compatibility checker before you're live, and you can have your guests run it, because occasionally, and if you're in podcasting or live streaming already, you know this, like the internet messes up, there's bugs, things happen. So if you want to check before you go, and this is more helpful if you're going directly from Ritual Motion rather than using like Ecamm or one of the other softwares. But you could check your browser. You can do a call test um, to check your internet, and then you can check, and it says, "Hey, it's ready to join," and it looks great. So that's pretty helpful. I forget to tell people that one too. So you can go live multiple times and pick what VOD you want to use, and then you can also have the run compatibility checker. So,
That's awesome. That is all.
and
And
then one other thing. Sorry, one other thing. If I have my account, so you can kind of see this. Like I have my different channels on this side. This is how many channels I'm part of.
whoa.
Um, I know, right? I'm just all over the place. So this is what it looks like for other people. So if they go to your channel, this is what they see, what they click on, and then it'll go back to that session. And so this is like where the thumbnail comes in, and this is where what replay you select is kind of important.
So
So
so as a creator, can we have multiple? Can we request multiple channels? Is that a thing, or
yes,
do we just get one?
yes. No, no, no. You can
So we get
request
like
as
the
many channels as you want.
Billy rants about Cheerios channel,
Mm-hmm.
and then creating daily the serious channel. Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I didn't know that. I'm learning so much. I should have. These guys are sponsoring the show, by the way. Ritual Motion. I know nothing about their platform, but I definitely think you should use it.
Yeah.
Is there something else you wanted to show us? I'll jump back over to that screen there.
No, no,
So
no, that was it. I just wanted to show people what it looks like. You can edit your channel from here. That's new, is being able to edit your channel directly. I have to make it for you, but once it's done, you can like edit your logo and your description and things like that.
awesome,
It is
awesome.
web based. So somebody asked, all web based. Specifically works best with Chrome.
Yep, yep,
Oh, I'm
exactly.
ahead of the comments. I'm so
Man,
sorry. I should
you're
wait till they.
rocking. No,
This
it's
is the
good.
teacher.
No. I manually pull them in, so there's no timing that pulls them in. I
Oh,
manually pull them in.
okay.
Gabe says he's gonna be reaching out to you. There you go, Gabe. After all these promises of like, I'll build your channel, I'll make you a thumbnail. Like, you might be Gabe might put you to work, Melanie. You gotta watch out.
Yeah. I
I'm
have
trying to.
Canva Pro. I'm pretty proud of my thumbnails right now.
Oh, dude, I love Canva. Canva is like one of the most underrated tools on the planet. So,
Yeah.
anyway, enough about Canva. I'm trying to click through my channel right now, see if I have any more questions. If anybody has any questions that's watching about Ritual Motion, if you've not checked it out, go to ritualmotion.com/. How did it get to my channel? Is it Creating Daily?
I'm going to
Or
be honest. Your account and your channel are named the same things, and it confuses me every time.
Yeah,
So let me find it.
I'm literally like, hey, Melanie, can you add this email? What about this email? I don't really use that one anymore. How about this one? That's awesome. Discord for creators. Hey, what's up, Keely? This was not a stream to jump into the middle, but Melanie seems cool. You're okay too, Billy. She's gonna be a guest on the show pretty soon. So, and she's like a Discord genius. If you guys over, I mean, she is like,
Yes,
she's got it
let's
going on.
connect.
Yeah,
I need to
she's got
learn
it
more
going
about
on.
it. Okay, yeah. Let me grab your URL for you. Oh, shoot.
I was trying to think. I'm looking through and see if there's
You're
any
creating
other.
daily.
Man, I don't even have anything filled out. I gotta fill my stuff out here. So what is this anonymous Q&A and an approved Q&A? What are those on your
Those are
in your
new.
live
I don't
session?
know as much about those.
Oh, okay, gotcha. It says allows users to submit questions anonymously. Okay, that's cool.
There you
Forces
go.
all questions to be approved before visible to attendees. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes
Good job.
sense. I read it. Look, I read instructions. I know some of you guys don't believe that, but I do. Oh, cool. Looks like you and Keeler are making friends already. Hey, girl, hey. I was just thinking the same thing. Came in late. Time to rewind and play back 2 times speed. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
What's up, SmackDown
Or just reach
Outdoors? Good to
out to
see.
me.
What's that?
Or they can just reach out to me.
Just
And I'll
reach out
get
to
them set up.
Melanie. She'll give you the tutorial.
Oh, well, this will be on your Creating
Every,
Daily
it,
channel.
yeah, it'll be everywhere. It'll be right on Ritual
And
Motion, right there.
I
Go check it
sent you
out.
the URL. The
And the
URLs are a little long. It's like ritualmotion.com/guild-channel/creating-daily.
I should make a little pretty link that I'm going to do that. I'm going to put that on my notes
Yeah.
on my website, so it'll just go right to it. I will figure that
Yeah.
out. All right. Well, I think we covered a lot. I forgot I was hosting the show, and I'm sitting here like, oh man, I just learned something new. And I forgot to ask questions along the way.
Yeah, I'm not used to being the interviewee, so
Yeah,
I'm
no, you
used to
did it. You crushed it. Like you went into teacher mode, and now we all know a little bit more about Ritual Motion. And I wanted to really just encourage people to jump into it because I do think you guys are doing some cool stuff. And I know we won't talk too much about the create to earn and view to earn, but you guys are really focused on how can we get creators and people who are consuming our content on this platform to make some money. So I thought that was pretty cool, and part of the attraction for me to say, hey, I really want to help your creators on your platform and come over and help build community and be a part of the Ritual Motion community. And so I want to encourage everyone listening or watching to go check out Ritual Motion. It's free, as free forever or free right now or free we don't know.
I'm gonna say free. We don't know.
Free we don't know.
I should probably know that, but I don't.
Well,
have
get over there and
plan
be a
for the
contributor,
payment.
and that way you can rally for the free group if it becomes a
There
paid
we
group,
go.
right?
I'm a huge fan of freemium. So if there's parts of it that can be free, I will always push for that.
Yeah,
Because
I
I'm
think
a
it's a
freemium person.
I think it's a super powerful tool, and I would love to see how like Keely in the comments Discord for creators. I mean, she is huge on building community, so I bet this would be a really fun platform for her to get used to as far as like live streaming right into networking and all that kind of stuff. So, and really not just
Yeah.
for content creators, but for companies, businesses, a lot of different people could use this a lot of different ways. So, yeah, she says we definitely need to talk because Web3 and NFTs hard right now. Yeah, everybody needs to
Yeah,
know.
we've got people you can talk to learn a lot about because we have some NFT creators on. And then we're about to have a huge event called Creators on the Block Global Voices. We've done one in the spring about crypto and where that like intersects with the creator economy. And yeah, we could use some Discord fun as well. And so our Discord was really hopping and now it's kind of quiet. So we're trying to figure that out. And then I guess I could do the plug now. We are releasing an NFT, Blockbots with a Z. Oh, look at you.
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna add Melanie in
Oh,
here. Oh, it's too
oh
many. It's
no.
too many. It's too many. Here we go.
Yeah. And so the goal for this kind of building up into that create to earn, view to earn. Oh, there we go. I like that one.
There we go. Squircle. You're now a Squircle.
Yeah. kind of like being a spork. It's having some. It's a very utility based NFT, which means that this is a little bit I've learned, which means you get something other than just a pretty NFT. It's more than just artwork. So you'll get exclusive content. We are going to be eventually doing like um, some type of token. And so it's going to help with getting you access to the token early and doing like whitelisting and things like that. That I don't understand. So
My
if you're
ADHD is
interested,
kicking in. I can't figure out where to put you. I didn't set this up
you
pre-show,
should put
so
me on the like block bot face.
oh
There
yeah,
we
yeah, yeah,
go.
yeah. Hold on, here we go. We'll just put you right there. There we
There
go.
we go.
Oh my gosh,
um,
too much fun. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool, man. And you guys, and I know the owners, they do some, I guess, town hall style meetups and stuff like that. So,
mhm.
how often are they doing those? Or is it just
um,
like inspired based? Like, oh, let's do
yeah,
it.
it's usually inspired, but I like that. I was like, occasionally as needed. We did one to kind of announce the block bots. We tend to um, reach out to our channel partners before we do things just so that they know what's coming, especially if they're like creating content with us or for us.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, you know, or give you access to things first. And I do know a lot of things are going to get grandfathered in. So if you want to create a channel now, you might get like perks later as we build things out. So,
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I think that's one thing that you guys are always, inquisitive. Like not inquisitive, but like saying, "Hey, Billy, let's jump on a call real quick. Like, here's what we're doing. What do you think about it? You want to be a part of it? You want to be a part of our NFT project?" And there's a lot of perks. I won't mention what those perks are because I don't know if they're the same for everyone, but there's a lot of
they aren't the
perks
same.
to. Yeah,
They're
it's like
very based off of what the relationship is, but
yeah. So it's like it's a cool company. I think you guys are crushing it. You're doing some really fun stuff, and anytime you have the creator first mentality, I'm always like, okay, I'm in. I want to support you. And I know from just working with you as a creator on the platform, you guys have been super like hands on, which you don't really find with a lot of other platforms. I know, especially like web based platforms. I don't know any web based platform that's like, hey, we want to hang out with our creators like that are on our platform. But you guys are definitely making ways to do that and build communities. So high five long distance. I said all that to say I'm gonna cry right now, Melanie. You guys treat me
I
so
mean,
good.
I love hanging out with creators. I think that's part of the reason I switched a little bit was to be able to chat with creators because you're the ones creating. One, you're very creative and problem like solving oriented, so it's like really fun to like be like, hey, we have this idea, and then you'll either be like, oh yeah, that's a good idea, or be like, nope,
Who's
that's
easier to deal
terrible.
with? Tiny children in a classroom or content creators? No, don't answer. Don't answer. I'm afraid.
uh, it depends. So
Oh man. Well, Melanie, is there anything that we didn't talk about? I mean, that was awesome,
I'm
by the
sure.
way. Awesome
Thank
walkthrough.
you.
I really enjoyed it, and I've seen it and I've been behind the scenes, but I learned something new, and I didn't know there's some new updates, so that's kind of fun too. So
Yeah.
awesome. Well, all right. So we got so excited to hear about the utility NFT joining all the servers right now.
Yeah.
She's gonna get Discord fired up for you. I can't wait to have her on the show because I also have a Discord that is terrible. And you guys can probably follow it somewhere, but I'm not
I'm
even
in
over
it.
there.
Yeah.
So
I think you've talked more in Ritual Motion than in yours.
oh, absolutely, yeah. Like I'm spending way more time on Ritual Motion than I am in Discord. I don't understand Discord at all. It's like about as much as I understand NFTs, and yeah, that's it. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Oh, and for the Discord for creators, I forgot her name. I'm so sorry. Um, I would love to find someone who could work with me because we've had a creator request this. Is how do we integrate using Discord events and like live stream with Ritual Motion and vice versa. So like I love finding creators who are willing to, and this is why we work so well with Billy. It's like experiment and break things and then come up with like how we can fix it. So if you are one of those creators, um, I would love for you to hang out and help me break things.
yeah, that's what I love about you guys because I'm like, I'm gonna try this, and you're like, cool, Just do it, whatever. Like, and I'm not going to use it this way. I'm going to do this. You're like, cool. Let us know how it goes.
Yeah.
And I think everyone should check it out for sure. Go create an account. Go get in early because you guys are still early. I mean, you've been around since 2019, but it's early in this game. And so,
Yeah,
yeah, it's awesome. Well, Melanie, thank you so much for being a part of the show. And I know you're going to be
of
back because
course.
we're working closely every week together. So I'm excited as more stuff comes down the pipeline. We'll maybe do some
Hmm.
ritual motion announcement shows right here on Creating
Ooh,
Daily.
yes.
So, constantly live in my servers. I'll study up on ritual motion and see what I can help with. Yeah,
Yeah, thank you.
she's a great wealth of information. So I'm glad you guys made that connection. And if you don't have anything else, Melanie, I'll close this show out. We can get on with today.
Please do.
All right. We'll talk to you later, Melanie. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for watching. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us over here at Creating Daily. Go to ritualmotion.com. Sign up for an account today. If you have any questions, Melanie is going to be the go-to, and you'll probably see her pop into one of your sessions and help you out. Make sure you know your way around for the first few. And, and go do it and tell them that, hey, I heard about you from Creating Daily. You know what I mean? It's going to make me look good, right? Anyway, but definitely want to thank those guys. And once again, I'm not going to be here on Thursday. I know. Where's the cry sound? Wah, wah, wah. But I am going to be catching some mahi, I hope. And maybe I'll bring some pictures back on next Tuesday and tell you guys all about it, because I know you follow me for the fishing content that I never put out for you. But anyway, Melanie at ritualmotion.com just came into the chat over on Ritual Motion. So shoot her an email and say, get my channel going. Let's go. So anyway, that is it. That's it for me. We'll see you next Tuesday right here. Same place, same time. Here we go. Here's my end screen. I lost it. See ya.